Let's take a look at the process for ranking nominated priorities for the Africa Regional Priority Setting Workshop. We're on the Minor Use Foundation homepage, and you can see there is a button for workshop information here, or you can go to the events drop-down and select Africa Regional Priority Setting Workshop. From here, you can select Rank Priorities. Here you'll find instructions for ranking your top 5 priorities from the list of 112 nominated priorities for the workshop. Here you'll find video instructions as well as a set of slides to guide you through the process. It's important to understand the unique ID of the nominated priorities for the top 5 selection and ranking process. Please carefully review the list of 112 nominated priorities available from the View Priority List link located at the top of the page or just below the instructions and above the ranking form. Let's take a look at the list of nominated priorities. Once you open up the spreadsheet, first click on the Priority List for Ranking tab. Here in column A, you can see the unique ID. That's the number that you want to identify when you're using the form to rank nominated priorities. The list is presented as a read-only Google worksheet, so you can use Google's sort and filter features, which you'll probably find helpful in narrowing down the list to find priorities you submitted or to look them up by crop common name or target common name. To access the sort and filter features, just hover in the column of the header that you're interested in, for example, country name, and you'll see this little drop-down arrow. Click on that and then sort the sheet. You'll see that it pulls up a temporary filter view, and then you'll also see these other drop-down arrows within the column headers. Click on that drop-down arrow to access the sort and filter features. Okay. So you'll notice at the top of the list, these are existing priorities that were nominated. And then as you'll scroll down, the default view for the spreadsheet is by ID number ascending. So as you scroll down, you'll notice that the numbers get higher. At the bottom of the list, there are new priorities that were nominated, starting with ID number 10,080. You'll see some priorities were nominated by multiple countries. There are also a few notes to explain where nominations were duplicates or were assigned an existing priority ID. Please carefully note the target scientific name, climate zone, and whether the conditions are for field or greenhouse. There are some crop pest combinations that have multiple IDs due to the differing specific target scientific names and other information. I'll just sort the list by crop common name and then filter on a target common name. Whoops, not target scientific, excuse me, target common name. Clear, let's go with anthracnose. As you can see, there are multiple priorities for the combination of avocado and anthracnose, but they're different strains. Okay, so you'll see the same for mango. There's 3 different strains in here, and for papaya, there are 2 different strains. Okay, I'll clear that filter now. Make sure I select all so I can see the entire list. And I'm just going to make note of the priorities that I want. So I'm just jotting them down on a piece of paper because I'll go back over to the form on the minor use website. Okay. All right, now I'm going back over to the Minor Use Foundation website to the priority ranking form. At the top of the form, let me scroll down a little bit on the page. At the top of the form, I'm going to fill out my name and email. Now I'm going to select my country. And if you scroll down a little bit, and you'll find a copy of the list of nominated priorities for reference here. This list doesn't have the same sort and filter features as the Google Sheet, but is convenient in case you need to just quickly double check the ID of a crop pest combination you want to select on the list for your top 5. Okay. Scroll down a little bit further. Oh, you'll also see here there's a scroll bar so that you can check all of those numbers all the way down to the bottom. And again, they're listed in ascending order by ID. Okay. Scroll down here. Let's see. Now we have access to the drop downs for selecting your top 5. Click on that first drop down and you'll see all of the 112 nominated priorities. Okay, be sure to select each nominated priority in order of importance for your country. Your top ranking priority should be selected from the first drop down. Second most important priority should be selected in the next drop down. Okay, and so on. And go there. All 5 should be selected, or you'll get an error when you try to submit the form. Okay. Take care to only select each top priority once. You want to make sure that you don't have any duplicate numbers here. Okay, confirm the information that you filled out on the form, then click I'm not a robot. Sorry, I already did. Then click review before submit. Okay. If everything looks good, then click submit. If you notice something you need to change, just click back to form. Okay. Make the adjustment. See, I actually wanted to select that. Okay, make sure I'm not a robot is still clicked. If it's not, make sure that you click it again. Review before submit. Everything looks good. Click submit, and then you'll get a thank you screen that includes your name, country, and the list of top 5 priorities. You'll also receive an email confirmation confirming your submission. If you need to make any changes after submitting, please send an email to administrator@minorusefoundation.org. This information will be in the email confirmation you receive as well, so it will be easy. Thank you for your time and your participation in the priority setting process.